Good morning children, Sai Ram. So now we are going to revise lesson number 1, that is knowing your numbers. Since our FA2 exams are approaching, we need to revise the older lessons. Okay, so let us go exercise wise so that you will be able to understand in a much better way. Okay, so as all the sums have been taught to you in the previous videos, okay, if you have any doubts in any of these sums, you can go back to your videos and revise it thoroughly. Okay, now I'm not going to explain each and every sum here. I'm going to tell you how you can learn for your exams. Okay, so first, before entering into this chapter, when you start to learn, just have a rough note and a pen with you so that you can write and see everything whatever you learn. So once you write it, it will be registered in your minds and you'll never forget, because maths is not a subject that you can memorize everything. You need to understand. So in this chapter you need to know the basics, that is the two types of numbering system, that is Indian system of numbering and international system of numbering. So first you need to learn those things and then start with the fill in the blanks in the exercise 1.1. Okay, so first let us see the first question. 1 lakh is equal to dash 10,000. 1 lakh is equal to dash 10,000. That is 1 lakh is equal to 10,000. So when you are writing the numbers in place value system, you will be able to understand this, because 1 lakh is equal to 10,000. 1 million is equal to 100,000. 1 million is equal to 100,000. And next, 1 crore is equal to 10 lakh. 1 crore is equal to 10 lakhs. The D sum is 1 crore is equal to 10 million. Okay, and last we have 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. Next we will see how to place the commas correctly and write the numerals. Okay, so first this is given in the form of in the form of number names, and you have to write the numerals for this. Okay, let us start writing the numerals for the first A sum. 73 lakhs 75,307. 73 lakhs 75,307. So for each term you need to put a comma. For example, see here, 75 lakhs. So after lakhs you need to put a comma. Then 75,000 again. So first it is 73 lakhs, comma 75,000, comma 307. So there is not any comma in between hundreds and ones and tens. So when you start reading from ones, tens, 100, 3 numbers, and after that you get a 0, and after that for each 2 digit you will be having a comma in the Indian system. Okay, so next sum, 9 crores 5 lakh 41. 9 crores 5 lakh and 41. So how will you write this number? First write 9 crore. Okay, so comma 52 lakhs. So 9 crores 5 lakh and 41. So you need to put a 0 for 10 lakhs because there is no number specified, and after that for 5 lakh you put 5 followed by a comma. Then you have no values for thousands here, so put 2 zeros here in the thousand place, and then 0 for hundreds place, and next you have 41. So this is the way you write for numerals in this particular sum. Okay, so I hope you have understood how to write. So next we will move on to the third subdivision. So other things you just go through, it is given in your notes. So actually these notes have been given you in the last week itself. Okay, you just go through the notes, you will be able to understand. I am just explaining all the two sums, that is the difficult ones in each of the subdivisions, so that the remaining you can learn it by yourselves. Okay, write and see each and every sum. Okay children. So next, third one is insert commas suitably and write the names according to the Indian system of numeration. Insert commas suitably and write the names according to the Indian system of numeration. Okay, so first one, a sum 8, 7, 8, 75, 95, 762. So how are you going to write this? You have to write the number names for this. So count it from 2. So 2 is in tens ones place, 6 in tens place, 7 in hundreds place, 5 in thousands place, and 9 in 10,000, 5 again in lakhs place, 7 again in 10 lakhs place, and 8 is in crores place. So you write it like 8 crore 75 lakhs 95,762. 762. So check the spelling for crore. Don't write CROW, crore. Okay, it is CRORE, crore. Okay. So next we have the second sum, that is 8, 5, 4, 6, 2, 8, 3. So 3 is in ones place, 8 is in tens place, 2 in hundreds place, 6 in thousands place, 4 in 10,000s place, 5 in lakhs place, 8 in 10 lakhs place. So how will you write this? You are going to write it like 85 lakhs 46,283. 85 lakhs 46,283. So in the fourth one, we are going to see insert commas suitably and write the names according to the international system of numeration. Okay, so in international system of numeration, we are going to separate everything in terms of 3 places, that is ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, followed by million, 10 million, 100 million, etc. Okay, so now let us see the first sum, that is 78, 921, 092. So 2 in ones place, 9 in hundreds, 9 in tens place, 0 in hundreds place, 1 in thousands place, 2 in 10,000s place, 9 in 100,000s place, 8 in millions place, and 7 in 10 millions place. So how are you going to write this? 78,921,092. So how are you going to write this? 78,921,092. Okay, so let's go to the second sum. B sum 7, 452, 283. So 3 in ones place, 8 in tens place, 100 in thousand, 2 in hundreds place, again followed by 2 in thousands place, 5 in 10,000s place, 4 in hundreds place, and 7 in millions place. So you will write it down as 7,452,283. So 7,452,283. 283. Okay, so this is how you should write it for international system. So let us go to exercise 1.2. Okay, so this exercise fully consists of word problems, right? So first let me read the question. A book exhibition was held for 4 days in a school. The number of tickets sold at the counter on the first, second, third and final day was respectively 1094, 1812, 2050, 2751. Find the total number of tickets sold on all the 4 days. So the statements for any word problems is important. So you should write it as it is given in the solution. And since they have asked find the total number of tickets, you need to add all the numbers to get the answer. So the answer will be total tickets sold 7,707. Okay. So next, second sum. Shekhar is a famous cricket player. He has so far scored 6,980 runs in a test match. He wishes to complete 10,000 runs. How many more runs does he need? So, when this type of question comes, like how many more runs or how many more things have to be achieved for a particular number, there is always a hint. You should minus, that is you should use a difference for this. Okay, so what is the difference here? Let us find. Now the number of runs scored by Shekhar is 6,980, right? And he wants to score 10,000. So what you do? Minus 6,980 from 10,000. So the answer you get is 3,020 runs. So what is the answer? 3,020 runs. So next sum. In the election, the successful candidate registered 5,77,500 votes and his next rival secured 3,48,700 votes. By what margin did the successful candidate win the election? So I told you, right, when the word by what margin or what is the difference comes means, so you have to subtract, right? So what you do is first write the statements. Vote secured by the successful candidate is this number and vote secured by the rival is this number. So what you do? Minus the smaller number from the bigger number, you get the answer as 2,28,800. Okay, just it's a simple word problem. You need to understand the problem and read it once or twice. You will be able to understand what you have to do. That is, you have to add or you have to multiply or you have to subtract or you have to divide. Okay, so by reading the question once or twice, you will be able to understand. Okay, so next, fourth sum. Kriti's bookstore sold books worth rupees 2,85,891 in the first week of June and book worth rupees 4,768 in the second week of the month. How much was the sale for 2 weeks together? In which week was the sale greater and by how much? So in this you are going to add. So how you know that you should add? Because read the question once, twice, you will find it out. How much was the sale for 2 weeks together? So it is you have a hint word known as together. So you should add the number of books sold in the first week and in the second week. You get the answer as 6,86,659. Okay, so now they are asking in which week the sale was greater and by how much. So you find out the greater number. Okay, so in these two numbers, which is the greatest? Is it 2 lakhs or 4 lakhs? Yes, 4 lakhs is greater. So what you do, minus the smaller number from the bigger number, you get the answer as 1,14,877, and that is the difference between the sales. Okay, so next you have fifth sum, that is find the difference between the greatest and the least numbers that can be written using the digits 6, 2, 7, 4, 3. So this is shifting of digits that I've taught you earlier. So did you know that? Okay, now for the greatest number you have to take, which is the greatest number of all these numbers? It is 7. After 7 you get 6. After 6 it is 4, 3 and 2. So this is the greatest number, and the smallest number will be the reciprocal of that. Just follow 2, 3, 4 and 6. Now when you are going to find the subtraction for this, the answer will be 52,965. Okay children. So next sum. A machine on average manufactures 2,825 screws a day. How many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006? Okay, so they have not given how many days you need it. Instead they have given for the month. Okay, so as you know, the month January has how many days? It has 31 days, and the number of screws manufactured in one day is 2,825. So to find the answer, you just have to multiply 2,825 into 31. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 87,575. Okay children. So next, so the seventh sum is a merchant had 78,592 rupees with her. She placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets at rupees 1,200 each. How much money will remain with her after the purchase? So first, a merchant is having rupees 78,592. So she is purchasing 40 radio sets. Okay, so the rate of one radio set is 1,200, right? So you have to find first what is the amount that she spent on purchasing 40 radios. So how will you find that? You just have to multiply 1,200 into 40. So your answer will be 48,000, right? Your answer will be 48,000. And next you have to find out how much money is left behind. So from 78,592, you just have to minus 48,000. Okay, so the answer will be 30,592. The answer will be 30,592. So next in the eighth sum, let us see. A student multiplied 7,236 by 65 instead of multiplying by 56. By how much was his answer greater than the correct answer? So first, you need to find the difference between the correct answer and the wrong answer. So which is a bigger number? 65, right? So minus 65 by 56 and you get the answer as 9. And now you just multiply this number, that is 9, with 7,236 into 9. So that will give you the correct answer. So what is the answer you get? 65,124. Okay. So the ninth and the 10th sum will be somewhat similar. So let me explain for you the 10th sum. because that is a little bigger sum. Okay, so 9 sum is bigger sum. Okay, now let us take medicine is packed in boxes, each weighing 4 kgs and 500 grams. How many such boxes can be loaded in a van which cannot carry beyond 800 kg? So the medicine is being packed in the boxes, and each box the weight is 4 kgs and 500 grams. So whenever there are two different units, you have to convert that particular unit into a same unit, that is either into kgs or either into grams. So it is better that you convert it into grams because it will be very easy for you. Okay, so now you convert 4 kgs. When you convert 4 kgs into grams, it will become 4000 grams, plus that 500 if you add, it will become 4500 grams. Okay, so the van can accommodate only 800 kgs. So when 800 kgs is multiplied into 1000, you get 800 kgs, you will get 8 lakhs. So when you are dividing 8 lakhs with 4500, you will be getting the answer as 177 boxes. Okay, so 177 boxes will be the answer for this question. And the 11th question will be, so in the 11th sum, the distance between the school and the house of a student is 1 kilometer. So she is daily walking 1 kilometer and 875 meters. So she is traveling to school, and then she is traveling back to home again. Now, so the total distance will be 1 kilometers 875 meters into 2. So as I told you, when it is in terms of two units, that is in kilometers and meters, you simply have to convert them into meters or grams. Okay, so now you can convert 1 kilometer as 1000 meters. So it will become 1875 meters. So how much it is? 1875 meters. So it is taking 2 times. She walks back to her home and then she comes back to school. So twice she is walking. So you have to calculate 1875 into 2. So that will give you 3750. Okay, so this is the total distance that is covered by her in a day. So it is 3750 meters. Okay children, now you are going to calculate for 6 days. Now how are you going to calculate it for 6 days? Simply you multiply 3750 into 6, you will get the answer. So the answer is 22,500 meters. 22,500 meters or 22 kilometers 500 meters. Okay, so for this session we are going to see the last sum, that is the 12th sum, right? So here a vessel has 4 liters and 500 ml of curd. In how many glasses, each of 25 ml capacity, can it be filled? So first you have to find out the capacity of the vessel. What is the capacity of the vessel? It is 4 liters 500 ml. As I told you, you are going to convert liters into ml. So it will become 4500 ml. Okay, and the capacity of the glass is 25 ml. So it is very simple. In order you can find it, like just divide 4500 into 25, because one glass consists of 25 ml and the total amount of curd, that is the total quantity of curd, is 4500. Okay, and now you get the answer as 180. So how many glasses can be filled? 180 glasses can be filled. Okay children, so in the next session I will see with exercise 1.3 followed by the next lesson, that is the whole numbers. Okay children, so meet you in the next session. Until then, you keep on practicing each and every sum, and once you practice, just take a picture and send it to me so that I will know that you are learning. And if you have any doubts, please let me know. I will solve all your doubts. Okay children, keep learning. Thank you.